Okay, let's read this puppy and see what happens here. Aha! So we have a Maxwellian something or other. We have a pig in blackface Maxwell. Howdy, hi. Jane Dobre, Miraba, Gnaidun. And yes, it is morning, and yes, I never play in the morning, so not in the late morning anyway. Now this is from the Halloween special. And what we're going to do is delete it. Now I'm going to get back to WX and Maxwell and not Maxwell and Maxwell on my mind. I'm going to get back to WX and Wilson and maybe Wickerbottom. I don't know. I had some interesting ideas about her tentacle power in the caves. Although she'd have to lay the fields and then fix herself, and I don't know, that's complicated, but there's a thought there. And it would only work if you played her, so I don't know. But anyway, new game. Now, some people asked me to do this, and it didn't occur to me at the time that many of you haven't beaten Adventure and don't have Maxwell open. So this should have been a stronger request than I realized. Now, I don't intend a long-term Maxwell game. I'm going to do a default world. I haven't looked at this in a while. I have no way I'm doing default plus. And I still haven't gotten around to lights out. I've just got mixed feelings about that. It just doesn't really lead anywhere. So anyway, default. And this is mostly just to look at Maxwell. And like I said, this is just, I do not intend an ongoing Maxwell game. But my head is full of tapioca pudding. And it's just, I've had so much personal stuff to take care of lately, and I've been sick on top of that, this is a kind of a good way to, I've always said there's not much to think about early on.
Well, damn it. Make my world. I didn't get more patient being Maxwell. Clank, 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 clank in the dark. Make my world, please, before I kick you in the bum. Now, tell me that sound doesn't keep going on. Alright, what's the deal here? Alright, that's a new one on me. What the hell is the problem there? Does it do that for Maxwell? It sounds like the teaser for an update. Are we through with that stuff now? Alright, so I've got 4 whatchamacallit here, so we should probably spawn. Alright, let's do this first. Okay, where are you? I will try not to do very much of this. There shouldn't be much here. Maxwell is the 8th unlockable character taking on his mortal form. Has overall lower health, but his sanity increases 20 per minute because of his dapper yada yada yada. Maximum health is only 75. He's currently one of 2 characters that cannot be unlocked by gaining experience. The other is Wes. You have to find Wes and release him. Which why anybody would release Wes is beyond me. But and a word on that would be that part of the finishing up stuff they were going to do was introduce 2 characters. Which I don't know. Have you seen 2 new characters? I haven't. But then the November DLC seems to be yeah. And I did check forums before I came in here. I do have comments. There's a bunch of comments I haven't read. Like I said, we'll get back in the game before I talk about any of that. All right. Codex Umbra is his book. It lasts forever as opposed to Wickerbottom's. Using the book costs 15 health and 2 nightmare fuel. Oh, wait a minute. So he doesn't lose 15 health for each one. It costs 15 health to do it. Oh, I thought it pulled 15 health out of him each time he made a puppet. So the puppet's ongoing price then is just the 55 sanity. Okay. I think. Alright, so anyway, the Codex Umbra creates puppets. Costs 15 health, 2 nightmare fuel. For every shadow puppet that exists, Maxwell's maximum sanity is reduced by 55. You can have up to 3 puppets, at which point Maxwell will have 35 sanity, which, if you don't know, would mean he's batshit crazy all the time. And it wouldn't take but a hard... Well, with his 20 recovery a minute, I was going to say it wouldn't take but a hard sneeze to put him at 0, which is really dicey, especially with 75 hit points. Or health, whatever you want to figure that out. Anyway, shadow puppets will live up to 2.5 days before dying off. They will aid Maxwell in combat and assist him in mining and chopping down trees. Now, we may not be doing either of those, so it does not help him in gathering. So mining and chopping down trees, but it wouldn't hurt anything to have one. So, because that's what you all want. Okay, so, to do or not to do, I don't know. Get your funny little ass around there, Maxwell. Maxwell, master of the giant's nose. There it is. That's the Maxwellian nose.
Now, I almost never play default because in ongoing games it just... I make videos for entertainment. A lot of it, you know, I don't want to say I don't do information or anything like that because it's fully my intention to do information. But a large part of what I do is entertainment, and to do that, I do projects, and doing projects on a 20-day schedule is like a bitch. I have thought, you know what I should have done? I should have done him long summer and long winter. That would have been kind of fun. Well, I don't know. Do you want to get out and do that? Well, that probably won't have new players, and this might, so let's go ahead with this. Alright, now we need a tree by night. We don't need a tree by nightfall. Maxwell was probably born to do the whole torch thing. Now, where are we? Now, a lot of people make the pick first and smash up stone, yada, yada, yada. Okay, let's read this puppy and see what happens here. Aha! So we have a Maxwellian something or other. We have a pig in Blackface Maxwell. And if you don't know what blackface is, that's where white guys would put on like suit and crap like that to pretend to be black singers in minstrel shows. M-I-N-S-T-R-E-L. Thank you. And there's the bar we got on our sanity. Which says his is constantly replenishing. Alright, there's the stone we need for our pick. So let's make that. The reason I want to make the pick is because I'll mess up and make another axe and then we won't be able to make it. I can't think of a reason not to do... Alright. I can't think of a reason not to do this touchstone. Sometimes you'll find one and it'll be like covered in spiders. Usually that's a default plus thing. Oh, if you don't know, default plus, you get a chest, you get, I think, a stack of wood, a stack of grass, blah, 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 and a bunch of food, which is going to spoil really fast. And very few people, I don't know, I think very few people are starving in the game. But, and no, I didn't, this is straight default. I don't know why I have that many berry bushes. But anyway, in case anybody thought I had bumped up berry bushes, because you can do that. But anyway, default plus, if you want to go that route, I'd suggest you do more food, or in your world building area, do more food or something like that, as opposed to doing default plus. Either that or use Lua code and give yourself a stack of wood and a stack of grass and whatever else it is that you start out with. Because what you wind up with is tons and tons and tons of spiders. And if you want to see how that works out, go to Wickerbottom's first day on Wickerbottom's playlist, and that would be her most recent playlist. If I think about it, I'll put a link to that in this. Let me make a note here. But it becomes you wind up with a ton of, if you're a good player, you wind up with a ton of silk, but it's just an ongoing pain in the ass for a long time, and it's just, But Wicker Bottom dealt with that, and she also, I did long summer with her, so she had like 50 days to look for a good base. Speaking of which, we need to find beefaloes or trap rabbits, or we need to find a base actually. So I need to get a wiggle on here. Okay, so let's do the touchdown. Problem is, if we die in the wintertime, we will be right here, which is probably not going to be the best thing in the world to be. Now, early on, if you're not going to build a base in an area, there's no reason why you can't pick the flowers to help your sanity. There's a lot of stuff I don't bother to do in certain areas. Alright, where are we? We've got a full stack of wood. So what we need right now, let's go ahead and grab that. We need gold for our first science machine. Boy, buddy, you need to learn how to pick stuff. Need gold for our first science machine. And we need to find beefalo for, whatever the hell we need beefalo for. For the beefalo hat. And we need to kill beefalo so that, now I should have done a really cool graphic. There's one of the Sinbad stories, they do I'll mispronounce it horribly, but a homunculus, where a wizard takes part of his own soul and creates a little spawn. And, well, I really don't want this rock. However, I'm sure you want to, oh, and he has this little pick. How cute. But anyway, in one of the Sinbads, I think it dies, and it's just, the effect on the wizard is, of course, really nasty. It was cool. Now, I haven't seen a wasp nest in a Dog's Age, but I don't start a lot of new worlds, so I should have grabbed that stick up there. Kind of miss the old days when every rock had gold in it, because we'd be done by now. So, really, now Spider Scope did a video a long time ago, and I don't remember what the whole thing was on it. But he mentioned that running down roads looking for stuff, he said that, you know, roads may not lead you to what you want, but they will lead you to something. Now there's my lawn gnome. So basically, yeah, gold or beefalo. A lot of beehives here. Did we outrun our little buddy? Alright, usually where this ends is the end. Now there's another one there. And we're going to have to, I should have dumped this back wherever we were. Now where the hell was that other road? There it is, sort of. Alright. Now Kevin said a long time ago, he suggested exploring by torchlight, but you can't see your ass in front of your face with a torch. So it's kind of one of those little suggestions done by somebody that doesn't play the game. Alright, what I'm going to do here, now there's better ways to explore than the ways I do them. That might be the beefalo we're looking for. What I'm doing here is basically I ran until there was no more road, and now I'm just going to follow the curve until I pick up a road or something likely. One of the best ways to do is probably follow roads and then hit the outline of the map. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for all the teleporter parts, that's a different kind of a gig. Yeah, now this is exploring in the dark, or by torchlight, and it's like, yeah, right, give me a break here.
I don't know if our torch will last the night or not. Okay, so we can't get over to Beefalo Land. Alright, we're kind of short on sticks, to tell you the truth. It's always good to know if you need the second torch, you can make it before you have to make it. Alright, Dead Explorer, probably nothing we could use. That axe might be better than ours. Alright, we only have enough sticks for one more torch, so now I don't think that's going to matter one way or the other. I am going to take the road here. If there are beefalo, we should hear them. I'm going to kick sound up a little bit.
And like I said, this is just an interim thing. That, and so you can watch Maxwell's little buddy run around. And there's our beefalo. So what we need now is gold. We also, I prefer an area with at least 6 bunny rabbit holes.
What were they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we do want the spider nest. Well, I can't carry the stuff if I got it, so that doesn't matter. Because we can farm the spider nest. Well, actually, that'd be kind of a boomerangy thing because, really what we need is gold, and we'd probably be ready to roll. Now, yeah, I was going to say, I'm thinking this ends up with nothing else down here. Yep. I wish that some of these savannas that actually had beefalo in them were kind of centralized, so you had like grasslands and whatever the hell else I want to say. Now, once those go into heat, they will attack you, but they tend to rear up and make a lot of noise, and their butts turn red, so... It used to be day 10. I think it's day 12 now, but you might want to check Wiki before you count on me for that. Speaking of which, I'm going to do a film check.
Okay, film's moving along very well. What I'm thinking is somewhere in this area. Now, these little green flecks they've mentioned, that's just a map quirk. It started turning up on the last update, I believe. Updates... Well, shoot, it doesn't matter anymore. There aren't updates. I was going to say, updates usually generated weird bugs. All that shows is I've been playing the game too long. But what we need is, gold.
Now, why? Oh, okay. Now, alright, a beefalo herd's here. Well, that's some useless ass stuff. Alright, that's, I don't want to pick it up. I want to examine. The gears in here are so small they turn the fabric of reality. Oh, we don't need that. We should be, oh yeah, pine cone. I should have planted those pine cones back on the plains. So still gold is the issue.
We have piggies here. Now, where you see piggies in green, you might have a piggy village. Oh my gosh, a refrigerator? I've never seen that. Why is that thing doing that? I guess winter just ended. Oh shit! I forgot about that. It's a trap. Alright, now we get deer clops. Yeah, we just made it winter. Well, shoot. That was not best considered.